Hello, Flickering Myth family, and welcome to our channel. My name is EJ Marino, and as part of our Sundance 2022 coverage, I have a new movie review. I'm going to be jumping into the John Boyega-led film 892. I had to give myself a couple minutes after watching this movie to kind of complain about the VA and police and things like that before I just went up and straight up made this review into a rant against the government because wow, this movie is so good but so frustrating. I felt for the characters in this film. I wanted the Brian character to have everything he needed because it's just so heartbreaking and touching. This is a man who does something very dramatic, very kind of bad, but for a good reason. And it's a conflicting story because I understand the people who are scared of him in this situation. I understand the police wanting to do what they felt was right, but at the same time, there's just so many things wrong in the system and how we got to this place that it's hard to have sympathy for the people who worked against this man. It's hard. This is based on a true story, and it's a heartbreaking project. I give everyone credit for bringing this to life. This story needed to be told. This is a big thing because we are still dealing with so much issues in this country with men's mental health, with how we treat veterans, with just overall with police violence. There's just so much in this film that they talk about, but it never really gets preachy. It never really gets too on the nose with the message. It really just lets these actors play out the story with a talented director, some great editing, and amazing sound design throughout. Overall, I was very impressed with this film. The film 892 stars John Boyega as Brian Brown Easley, a veteran who is homeless, a bit suffering with mental health issues, and he decides to hold up a bank because not just for the money at the bank, but he wants to get money that the VA has taken from him. VA is Veterans Affairs, for anyone who's not familiar with that. So throughout this hostage situation that he does, he's trying to get attention to the situation. He is kind of taking this almost away from himself and making it an overall issue that like the news, the police, everyone should know that how the VA has treated him. So as much as he's very egotistical in a way of, holding up a bank, making this about himself and potentially hurting people around him, he's not like that. He is trying to make this an overall message. He unfortunately has to feels like he has to martyr himself off to get this message told, but he goes through the situation and we start seeing how the police handle him. The hostage negotiator, who is played by Michael K. Williams in his final role, so good here. Yeah, I really thought the story was pretty simple, but it was told effectively. The way they used flashbacks, the way they edited flashbacks in was very impressive as well. Yeah, I thought this was really good. It's just a hard film. It's really heavy, especially with people like Nicole Bayer, who is playing the bank manager, and she's very close with him in this film. She's like scared of him, but also understanding of him. That seems to be the overall thing. I've read real life stories about this, and they did mention that he was very nice in the situation. They didn't think he would actually hurt anyone, and you can tell that. You can tell that they are intimidated by him, but they're not completely scared, and I think that's due to the acting, the directing, and the script. I have not gotten to speak about John Boyega enough on this channel, and this film is exactly why I've been a big fan since I first saw him in Star Wars. He is so impressive here. He carries this film. It's a pretty light on action and story. It just has a pretty straightforward story, a hostage situation. I want this done. Please help me. And he delivers it so well. He makes you feel every moment here. Every time this man has a manic moment or he's kind of sad, there's moments where he's talking to his daughter. You feel every one of them. I unfortunately knew how the story was going to end, but you don't want it to get to that point. You want everyone to be okay. It is so heartbreaking. I haven't seen a movie like this in a while that really touched me. There's callbacks to 2002's John Q starring Denzel Washington, but it's actually a very original film in some other ways as well. Overall, I think this was good. I think it has that directing, that acting, that sound design, that whole production that makes this strong. I could see this being an awards contender in the future because this has a lot of potential. I want to end this review by saying if you need help, if you are a veteran, if you are someone who is suffering from any mental health issues, please go talk to somebody, go seek it. Do not get to situations where you feel like you are losing control. It's hard, and I know it sucks for everyone, but please go try talking to someone. This movie really hit me hard. I have so many friends who have served in the military, who are veterans, who aren't getting treated well. I have people who, like my stepfather, who works with some of the situations. You can see that this isn't always great, so I really hope this film starts a conversation, gets the VA to kind of clean up their shit. They're not doing great. They need to help out their people. Yeah, this film is definitely heavy, and I think it's worth the watch. Just be prepared. This isn't an easy, fun, wow, John Boyega's in a movie. I loved him in these funny kind of No, this is hard. This is deep. This is hard hitting. So make sure you guys check this out when you get a chance. I liked 892, and I hope you do as well. Alright everyone, that is it for my review of this film. Make sure you guys stay subscribed to Flickering Myth so you can keep up with all our Sundance coverage. Make sure you guys let me know what you think down in the comments below, and give us a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Alright everyone, let's talk about this film down below.